Children, children, gather round. Granny tells a tale profound. Brambles, prickly corpses grey. Hallows Eve is on its way. Feather of a murder bird. Hearts of soldiers now interred. Add to this an evil plot, paling those that I have wrought.
Okay, so you guys were just taking your long rest. You've regained all your points and such.
Long rested in there?
I mean, not long rest. No, short rest.
We do not have that kind of time.
You do not have that kind of time. You've just taken your short rest in there, recovered your hit points and your other things. You leveled up.
Wait, it wasn't
actually.
even was it a short rest for everyone?
Short rest for everyone.
Yeah, it was a short rest for them, and then we catnapped.
Yeah, you catnapped.
Yes.
Yeah.
How are Sarah and Bethany? Because they were both unconscious.
Yeah.
Who catnapped you?
You gave it to us too.
There's 3. I can do 3.
Oh,
that's
then
right.
we gave
Yeah,
it to
you did
Sarah.
Yeah, you did, Sarah.
Because why Bethany?
Why not, indeed.
Poor Bethany.
They're all fine. Funnily enough, when I rolled for people's unconscious timers, they were all an hour. So, I mean, that's just the way the dice are. As you guys are waking up from your cat nap and whatever, I believe you said you were leaned up against the door, barring it. Okay.
I also I'd spiked it with
Yes, that's right.
metal climbing spikes, so just so it couldn't. Hopefully, it opens inwards. I didn't think to check.
It opens. Yes, it opens inward.
Okay.
Roll a d2.
It opens inward.
So yeah, I spiked it, and I'm just leaned up against it.
Yes.
Wait, is there a D2? Is that just a coin?
Any
Yes,
die.
it's a
or
coin.
Yes. Is there an odd-sided die?
They do have odd-sided dice. I don't know how fair they roll. And you could do a D5 as a D10 and just repeat numbers.
That's true.
As you're just sitting there, Dyer, you're awakened from your little short rest by the sound.
I swear the blood was on it before I got here.
By the door handle jiggling, and then as soon as you say that, the door handle stops jiggling.
I'm gonna cast a knock.
So I'm visually taking stock of who's in the room. Is everyone here?
Everyone's here.
Who's awake?
Everyone who wants to be awake.
Okay,
so all the
I'm gonna-
NPCs and stuff.
I'm gonna whistle real loud and then pull out the knife.
When you whistle real loud and pull out the knife, the door handle, it seems like someone is trying to force themselves through the door, and the door handle is jiggling, and then you're bang, bang, like someone's shoulder or something is banging against the door, and then you hear, "Let me in."
Does that voice sound familiar?
Yes, it does sound familiar.
Oh my god, it's the horse!
Yeah, it's the horse.
Yes,
I was thinking.
he does sound.
What was his name?
Name attached to the voice that you recognize as being familiar seems to match that of Jasper Hallgrave.
She's gone! She's not here!
You might want to check Hal. Just saying.
What did you do with my wife?
Same thing we did with you, man.
No,
It was slightly different, you're right.
She turned into gold and went out the window.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
That was actually
I was not awake.
You say that?
Yes, all of that.
Roll persuasion. Since you're not trying to lie, obviously.
I'm taking this.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm rolling this.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Use my dice. Or don't use my dice.
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
Was it the heavy one?
No, it wasn't the heavy one. It was you just picked up one of the glittery one. So, you hear the door stops going nuts and crazy, and right before you finish your sentence, you see the head of a mace come crashing through the door, and then you say that, and then see it being jiggled out, and a face, obviously just decrepit and decomposing. It's the face of Jasper Hallgrave. He leans into the hole that he made with his mace, and you see him with his one half of his jaw missing. Mm-hmm. He talks to you with his ghostly voice, and he says, "What do you mean, gold?"
She kind of
I was
blew away
asleep.
like sparkling dust.
Did you release her?
I mean,
She's not here right now.
sure. Yeah, sure. If by release you mean beat incessantly with weapons.
Yes, we did!
Yes. Yes.
Would I have enough arcana to confirm that we released her?
Yes. I believe that with his natural 20 plus his whatever. I mean, you're not critting on the.
It's a 22.
But it's a 22.
You want I should open the door?
No!
I would like to talk because after you have since you have released my wife from her pained existence, I would like to offer you my assistance. And I didn't mean to rhyme, I'm sorry, it just happened like that.
It happens sometimes, you know?
You know what, let's
Let's just roll insight. It's probably okay, but...
Oh, Jesus.
What's it plus?
23?
I don't believe anything.
So 17.
Okay, so Pam got a 3,
Well, it would be a
and you
5.
got a 5, and you got a 2 because you rolled 1. Yay, no crit fails.
How the hell? What are my rolls today?
So it's because you use that die.
I wanted to be fair.
I don't know if you can read uncorpse language. I guess is like the equivalent of undead body language. But he seems to be. His voice sounds earnest. He's very grave about it.
Alright, I'm already taking the spikes out of the door.
You see he's turned around and he's looking at his head is facing the other doorway opposite of you all, and has his mace lifted up and his shield. The exact same mace and shield that you saw when he was attacking the Reeve.
So kind of open the door like, everything okay over there?
The first thing that hits you is the smell coming.
Poof!
Like, yeah, he does smell
again.
good. He's like, I am sorry.
Perfume! Like, and then looking around like, where's the ladies' bedroom? There's gotta be perfume around.
Yeah, so there is a bottle of perfume.
Table talk, it's not like perfume is Febreze.
Thank you very
I'll
much.
take anything I can get.
I'll look.
You find some perfume.
You have magic perfume.
I'm not using that for this.
You should totally use it for this.
I mean, although it is... Wait, this is like literally the... Well, hags.
Yep,
Hags.
keep it.
Hags.
Use it on him when we meet a hag.
As soon as you get the perfume, you like lean out the door, probably spritz him a couple of times. It abates.
It's not much better.
We'll put it around the room.
You put it around the room. The room
But
smells
underneath
very
your
nice.
nose.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. Stick your wrists out.
At this point, Bethany is just waking up and is just standing up and is like, "What's all the
You
commotion?"
want to go back to sleep?
She sees him.
Oh God.
1 second.
Someone just knock her out.
1 second.
I'm
Go
all
back to sleep.
Okay. Can I see everyone's sheets for a second? Just real quick. Just
Create
real quick.
bonfire.
I just want to do.
There is no context in which create bonfire would deal subdural damage.
Okay, well, in all fairness, if he was going to
Subdural
attack
or
us...
subdural? Because it'll definitely do subdural.
Get out.
If he was going to attack us, I was probably going to wind up using it anyway.
Can we ask him if he can get rid of the zombies? Can you make
Talk
them go
to-
away?
Okay.
Pretty sure he can't.
Why?
Your friends
Because
with
they're
them.
not his.
Yeah, they're under...
Okay.
They're under control of,
Dyer.
Yeah.
As soon as you see Bethany see Jasper and his undeadness, she quickly looks around the room to see who's looking at her, and then she, for no reason at all, faints. She's like, how do I, I'm gonna faint now. I should faint now. Like,
As in pretend fainting, or
as in pretend fainting.
And it didn't take knocking her off a horse this time.
The rest of you don't notice that, by the way. It's just Dyer.
So, I'll kind of go over, check her out, and then pick her up and put her on the bed, I guess.
Mm-hmm. When you put her on the bed, she's like, "Oh, I had a nightmare. There was an undead." And she purposely turns to look at Jasper and freaks out and backs up to the corner.
My lady, it is okay.
Yeah, listen to the dead guy.
I am here to help you.
Yeah, I mean, we already, sent him packing on his way once. We trust him.
Did we just get another pet?
No, we did not.
So at this point,
Another pet, and I'm dead pet.
I turned to him like, what I mean to say is, if he wanted to like hurt us, he'd be doing it already.
I feel that you and your group are proficient warriors and adventurers. Thus, with that set of skills, you bested me in combat against the Reeve, and I feared that I would not be able to accomplish my task to find rest.
About that, like, honestly, really sorry. He is a total dick.
Isn't he though? He's an absolute
Like,
penis.
yeah. And you know, we really should have let you just like bash his head off.
I wish you would have.
Yeah, me too.
Because my sorrows and the sorrows of my wife would be over.
Well, I've been asleep the whole time, so I'm not exactly clear on all the details. But one, not entirely for certain that if you did kill him, that all of this would have stopped right away.
I mean,
That
you'd
is
feel
true.
better. You'd feel better.
I would feel much better.
Two. Now we all get to share that.
I like the short ones.
That's a really good point.
Were you aware that your wife was a banshee?
No, she became a banshee after befalling the powers and the spells of Dreadzilla Knucklebones.
Oh, that's so funny because that's who we're looking for.
Good.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So
Wait.
is that how you ended up, you know?
Yes. The night hag thought it was entertaining to watch me walk about the world with my loved one trapped in her bedding chamber as I struggled to go to the village to kill the Reeve, to find rest. She told me that would be the only way I could find peace for myself and my family. But she is powerful, and I failed in trying to best her.
Well, I mean, you know, kind of just looking around like, I think we can take her. We already killed one hag.
Good. Then one of her sisters is dead.
Yeah, the green one.
Yes, the green hag.
Yeah.
This hag.
Peggy.
Peggy.
This,
Bitch Willow.
Peggy Ventura.
this hag is more powerful, I fear, than the green hag. This hag commands an army of undead soldiers, and I regret to say, almost the entirety of the town's former population.
God damn it. Wait, but some escaped?
I believe some escaped, maybe to the north, maybe to the south. I had hoped.
Don't think to the south, man. Like, everyone we passed was dead.
Then it is as I feared. She has cut off all communication outlets for help for my town.
I'm literally gonna, like, slam my hand onto my head. That's why the mailman never showed up.
Yes, he was here. He was in the fort, the manor, on the day her armies broke our defenses. I fear he was among the first of my house to fall.
Do you know where she is, Dreadzilla?
Yes, she has taken residency in this fort's old dungeon.
The one that we're in right now.
Yes.
Basement.
Yes.
Are there any traps down there?
I do not think she has had time to set up any traps. However, I do know that while she occupies that space, she has been using it for many of her mad experiments in order to create a better army, which I fear she will use to conquer this forest, including the least of which, the village of Ashford.
Can you lead us down there?
I can. I can lead you to her, and maybe we can finally dispel the curse on my people. and they can find rest as well as myself.
Table talk. It doesn't work, and Morak just becomes an undead town, and it's cool. Like, he just continues being mayor, and it's cool.
I mean, you know, they could do a great deal to advance the rights of unliving persons.
Undead rights.
Vampire immigration.
We're in the manor right now, right?
You are in the manor, yes. You are currently in the bedchambers of...
The manor / fort.
Ilyana? No.
Luella.
Luella, thank you.
Okay.
Of Luella Hallgrave.
Before we go down there, is there anything in here that we would find useful?
He says...
We're talking to a zombie.
Well, technically, you're talking to a revenant.
That's cooler.
That is cool.
Wait, what's that?
A revenant, you will know, is an undead person who still retains most of their memories, their personality and whatnot, but they won't die until they complete a task. They are cursed to roam the world until they have either finished something that's it's like a material ghost. Unfinished business, yeah. They find the person who murdered them, it's a spirit so filled with, their soul is so filled with vindictiveness that it animates their body.
Oh, cool. So he's a living zombie.
Yes, essentially. Sometimes greater powers will allow a person's corpse to continue on in order to fill as like part of a deal, which is associated with the vindictiveness. But a lot of times it is their own, the passion with which they want to right something that has wronged them.
Oh, so probably won't live on to be the zombie mayor of Warwick.
But that's a revenant.
And it sounds like in this case he was cursed specifically by
D. I'm gonna call her D.
Yeah.
Because saying Dreadzilla feels just too much work.
He says, there is nothing in my wife's room except maybe.
He goes and he checks underneath the mattress and he says,
Yes, she still has this.
and he pulls out a sheathed dagger and he unsheathes it, and it's a silvered dagger.
Hey! Well, I already have the
Well,
thing
no,
I
it
want.
matches yours.
Yeah, neat.
He lays
You
it
should take it.
on the bed and says,
Maybe someone will find use for this. However, I do have more that could be useful.
Do you want to take that dagger? Because I have to make my own like weapons, and it would take too long to like.
I mean, unless you really want
You
it.
don't want, you don't want to give me a dagger.
So I'll take it like test the balance on it.
Yeah, it's
Cut
like
myself.
very nice. It's elven made. It's elven made. Very nice. It's probably the most expensive dagger you've ever touched.
Wow.
It's a 74 Lotharil.
Yes.
Oh man, these things are worth a mint.
Yes.
In some counties too.
2 minutes.
Good for the breath.
I'll kind of reach into my my bag and pull out like the sack of jewels that I found. Like basically, I rummaged through it. I'm like, I guess technically these kind of belong to you now. I wanted to kind of talk to you about, because I mean you don't really need them, but
Gentle sir, if you rid this land of the evils which occupy it, I care not what of my worldly possessions you claim for yourself.
it's very generous. You mind if I hold on to it, until that such a
Oh,
time?
yes, please, hold on to them.
Thank you. Do you want like a choice item to take with you into the?
I couldn't care less.
I'll like open it up. Like,
The
come on,
choice items I would like to carry to the great beyond would be the heads of the Reeve and the Hag-nificent.
And that's not very romantic. I mean, don't you want something like a token?
My wife will be very happy to see their heads.
Okay, all right.
You sure you don't want
she's quite a woman.
You sure don't want like some gemstones to put into their eye sockets? You know, a little extra bling.
Little emerald or
Oh, actually, that sounds like very aesthetically pleasing. Yes.
Hey, here's some
gorgeous.
earrings. These should poke in very nicely.
Yes, thank you.
Take inspiration. If you don't already have it, then give it to someone.
Anyone not have?
I use
Anyone?
Go for it.
Hey!
So,
What else do you have? What can you give me, Santa?
We must
Revenant Santa.
we must be very.
the Christmas special.
Segway.
Wait, this is why it's okay if it runs longer. Yay!
Harrington with the red nose.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Harrington.
Me. Fuck me, Dad. There was Slasher and Thrasher and Thrasher and
Basher.
Basher.
Slicer and Dicer.
Slicer and Dicer and Ripper and Dripper.
Tripper, sure.
So he says, we must be very quiet, for the town guard armory is near the dungeon.
Okay,
But
so
there are tools and weapons that we can use to best her.
So does that mean you're coming with us to fight her?
Yes, I would very much like to plant my mace in her face.
And he raises his mace, and it looks very unique.
Yeah.
It is a mace with 3 flanges. The flanges are in the shapes of skulls.
Oh, I feel like I've seen this.
And the skull's eyes are glowing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
What is
it's
this?
pretty badass.
It looks like a magical item.
Did he had it when we were fighting him earlier?
Yes, you what? Yes.
And he did not do anything of particular importance.
He might have already used it.
I mean, okay, but like, what would he have used it for on the way to
On the
fucking
reeve.
Ashford?
On the reeve.
Okay.
Would you like to? So we're gonna
I don't
say
remember
Quincy. We're gonna say Quincy puts 2 and 2 together. What is this magic item, Quincy?
I honestly don't remember what it's called, but it like it has like 3 charges or whatever it does, and like when you use one, like the spikes either go up or go down, or like the mouths close or something. And is it a fear effect?
It is a fear effect. I'm gonna find it and let you read it so that you can explain to me what it is. So this is also for Pam.
This is the Mace of Terror. It's a rare magic item that requires attunement. This magic weapon has 3 charges. While holding it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to release a wave of terror. Each creature of your choice in a 30-foot radius extending from you must succeed on a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. There's no way the Reeve is making that.
Or his son.
Or become frightened of you for 1 minute.
That's interesting. He just used it on the reeve.
Yeah, he did not use it on us.
It wasn't glowing, which is why I never said it was glowing.
While it is frightened in this way, a creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action, or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If it has nowhere it can move, the creature can use the dodge action. At the end of each of its turns, a creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on itself on a success. The mace regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. My favorite kind of effect.
So this one has more of a paralysis effect.
Yeah. And you can see that only 1 skull's paralyzed. glowing.
So...
And there are 2 pairs of skulls?
There are 3.
This will be the instrument of my retribution.
That's a nasty piece of work.
It has been in my family for generations.
Point of order here. In the event that this here Dreadzilla happens to be the one who kidnapped Sarah's children, she's already kind of playing stake. Like as I'm looking at him, like seeing his dead features, I'm just kind of like slowing my speech and then finally just stopping.
He says without moving his lower jaw or his tongue.
I care not. In reality, as long as I can stand over her bloody corpse.
Cool. Neat. Don't burn it. Well, is burning okay?
While it's on fire, at that point I won't give a shit. It doesn't matter. I'm undead. Yeah.
Well, like, if it's burned and not bloody, that's totally different.
I will make it bleed fire, if need be.
That would be so awesome.
That's pretty cool. You say that mace, that one, has been in your family for generations?
Yes.
So it didn't come with the perks of being... And I just motioned to him.
No. The general who ran this fort, my great-great-great-grandfather, was a tyrant, admittedly, but he alone was the reason why the giants retreated and left the town of Warwick alone.
Now, is it just me or is nepotism rampant out here?
It is the country way.
That makes a lot of sense.
I mean...
I clearly have no idea what I'm talking about.
I mean, like, is there a school in Warwick?
I mean, there's like a grade school sort of thing. Like they have someone who teaches basic things you need to know.
Well, is it beyond, like, this is how you darn socks and this is how you butcher a cow? Is it beyond home ec?
No, it's not really beyond home ec.
If I can know the word nepotism, I'm sure these country folk can probably know more.
Typically, nobles will have private tutors that will stay in the home with them for a while. And
right, but so that's private tutors. So nepotism makes more sense than just being like, everybody, please, anybody good at anything.
Right. I mean, everything's artisan, master, apprentice based. There is a fledgling guild system. I mean, well, not fledgling. Even in this part of the world, it's like more advanced for like artisanry and stuff. Adventuring obviously has its fledgling guild system over in Baldur's Gate, but in the nation of Cormyr that you can't adventure without a license. However, a lot of guilds in Baldur's Gate have acquired licenses in other nations to do such things, and the Order of the Gilded Rose is one of these such guilds that has a license to operate in Cormyr because they can fucking afford it.
Is that ours?
That's yours.
We're a lot less classy than that name would imply.
Right.
Jasper says, "Are you prepared to face the horrors of the night hag? Because the night hag is dark and full of terrors."
Oh my god.
Do you think I can get
if she looks like that woman, then okay.
You're gonna get like an hour's leeway?
An hour's leeway?
What?
Yeah, I just need an hour.
Why do you need an hour?
Because I am currently indebted. I don't want to take care of that.
What?
Bethany was like, I want some alone time with you.
And she, because you might not.
And she's in bed right now.
Okay.
Wait.
In my wife's bed.
Wait, yeah, is there another bed?
Yeah.
Is there another bed?
There is another bed.
Now, I am appalled that you think that's what she wants.
Bethany, dear? Dorothy? She liked Dorothy when she woke up.
You can see a little wry smile on her face. Yeah. She doesn't say anything. What the fuck is she gonna say?
Well,
but she is blushing and she's like, I never.
She never.
Yeah, she never. Right, so she would never want to do anything of any kind in a bed formerly haunted by a banshee.
So you see Sarah roll her fucking eyes and say, God damn, just...
Can't give her a look like,
Sarah talks to the room and says, show us the armory, let's go. I really want to...
I'll catch up.
Yeah, okay. So...
You are going to... in his dead wife's bed?
I seriously just want to have a conversation with her. That's all.
Really hope.
We'll get to the conversation let's have.
Enjoy your grapple checks.
They will. I'm getting the feeling they will be actual grapple checks.
Right.
For my life.
So the three of you and the group, with your pets, your new pets, leave the room.
We have 4.
You go.
No.
We have 3 now.
We're walking with 3.
Before you leave, can I have that horn?
Stop.
I'll give it back.
The horn aside an alarm.
I have that.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
Clean it.
It's not Draven that has it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I have it. You can have it.
I'll give it back. I'll take my hood and just like polish it.
After 2.
We'll see.
Oh my god.
So the other 3 of you and your pets, the 3 of you and the 3 of the 4 pets, enter the grand hallway. Again, you shut the doors. You can see that there are 2 doors. He says,
"This way at the end on our left goes towards the kitchens. We do not need to pass through there. It is a dead end to the back. The one next to my portrait, that is the direction to go to both the dungeon and the armory, as well as my personal quarters. We will head this way.
But I'm hungry.
There is no good food in that kitchen."
How long have things been like this?
My telling of time has been poor. My memory of this passing time has been distorted. but I would say it has been at least a week or so.
Fortnite.
A fortnight.
Oh my god.
How are you with stealth?
I'm not.
Chain armor.
It sucks.
Shall we proceed?
Can we go first?
Yeah, you go first. I will, I'm gonna, since we're not going down that way yet, I'm just gonna, jingle a little bit and be like, maybe you should go ahead.
Yes.
So what's the order of, travel?
So, I figure I'll follow right behind, because Jasper, right?
Jasper.
He'll be leading the way, so I'll follow right behind him.
I'm gonna be in the middle.
Okay. All right, and then you're at the end. You're at the back.
I mean, I might even, I guess.
If I give him, is there any, I have a disguise kit. Can I, give him, a cloth or something to help with the jingles? Does that work like that?
No.
Dang.
I mean, you could take the armor off.
Yeah, but it would still be jingling while he's carrying it, right?
It's weird.
It's the rules.
We're going into battle.
Yeah, but if we find battle while we're in there, then I'm a naked warrior.
You're a naked warrior for 50 rounds because it takes 5 minutes to put armor back on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big fucking deal.
That is then. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just chill back.
You have a dex bonus. This is why you have a backup set of loaded armor.
Exactly.
I do not.
This is why you should, is what I was trying to say.
We'll go. I'll be in the back.
So, I need everyone to make me stealth checks. This is going to work as a group check since everyone's assisting, basically everyone. So, I just need for the majority of people to pass. So, of the 6.
Bye 20, hello 12, 14.
So, I need 4 of the entire group to pass. So,
I have 18.
7. All right, good. Perfect. As you are walking, Jasper lifts a very dilapidated fist up in the air, hold. This looks back and you can tell he's asking you to stop. And he ushers for everyone to lean against the wall and make themselves small against the wall and hide as best they can. And you do, fairly confidently, you think. The ones who rolled low-ish are being assisted by the others to help hide. And he puts a finger up to his gray, leathery lips. You see a soft blue light. You see the walls in this hallway that you're coming up to that makes a T-section with the hallway you're in. It makes a soft blue light. It starts to glow brighter. And then you hear this soft droning sound. And then floating by is a skull, wreathed in flame, with eyes that are dark violet, as if smaller flames were inside of them.
Oh my god, it's Ghost Rider.
It floats by as if it's bodiless. It turns its head to look down your hallway, stays there for a second, turns back to the hallway it is in, and continues floating by. Jasper waits for a second. He leans his head out, and as he's leaning his head out, you can see the soft blue glow become dimmer, and the droning sound dies away as the floating skull that was on fire turns the corner. And then he makes a motion for you all to follow him to continue moving along. And you round the corner, and you're traveling through this dark corridor, and you come up to a simple door, very simple wooden door with a padlock on it. He reaches into his little pouch he has on his side. He pulls out a key, and he unlocks the padlock, pulls it off, opens the door, and he motions for everyone to come quickly inside. And meanwhile, as he's doing this, he's looking down a set of stairs, and you can hear a soft cackle coming from up these stone stairs leading down into this basement. Various colored lights are coming out of there. Sometimes blue, then there will be a puff of green, and maybe a long glowing orange light that appears, but nothing intelligible, no sounds that could be made out as words. Do you all enter into the room?
Yes, follow after Jasper.
Yes.
Good. As soon as you are all in the room, he shuts the door. To Dyer.
Yes.
You are in the room with Bethany Norton, and she...
I appreciate you.
seems... Oh my god. Thank you.
I've been waiting for that for 10 minutes. I've had that prepped for 10 minutes.
Good. She seems a little coy. She's sitting on the bed, has her hands on her arms, sort of rubbing them slowly. Looks a little nervous.
Like really nervous or putting on a show nervous?
Roll me insight check. At advantage since you've caught her once lying.
So that would be an 11 or 16.
Oh, she is putting on a little bit of a show with the intention to draw you closer.
So, listen, I'll be straight with you. This isn't my first time around the block. Why don't we just be honest, okay? What's your angle?
My angle?
Yeah, your angle. What is it you want? Because, I mean, if you're straightforward with me, maybe we can work something out. If not, then I'm going to slit your fucking throat.
Well, okay. Look, I just want... It has been so long since I've been intimate with someone, and...
Right.
I feel very lonely, and...
Y'all so lonely, I'm sure. And, you know...
Look, you're very attractive. You really are. And I just want...
Roll again.
I'm not buying it, basically. Like, listen, if there's anything in the world I respect, it's a thief and a cheat. All right? Right now, you're trying to... I can see. You're trying to you know...
You just seemed like a hero, and I wanted to play the damsel in distress because I thought that maybe something you wanted.
Okay, so we'll roll an insight check, can I?
Yeah.
Okay. 20 non
Yeah.
natural.
She has been playing the damsel in distress, and she says the words, "I've been playing the damsel in distress because I thought that's what would attract you, and that's what you wanted," and that's truthful.
Okay. What I want is someone who can actually fool me. Barring that, someone who can fool someone else and I can laugh about it. So that's why I haven't told anyone what's going on yet.
All right. You can see a wry smile on her face, and she leans forward on the bed, lays stomach down on the bed, props her head up in her hands, and like kicks her feet back in the air. And she says, "Well, if you come sit next to me and close your eyes, I can fool you pretty good."
All right, but the knife stays strapped.
Oh, the knife can stay strapped wherever you want the knife strapped.
Don't do it.
Do you want to hold the knife up against my throat?
No.
I mean,
what do you take me for? Some kind of like prevert?
Look, don't kink shame me, okay? Sometimes I like to play the damsel in distress in other ways.
Fair. You might want to talk to a professional, but fair.
Do those professionals exist in Faerun?
I hope somewhere there's a halfling like Freud somewhere.
Halfling Freud.
Yeah. All right.
Freudo Baggins.
Do I have? I don't have.
Wow.
Again. There we go.
Wow.
I have shit all for deception, so I'm going to rely on perception.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to I don't have sleight of hand either. No, that's okay. I'm a monk. I have weapons all the time. So. Okay, so I'm going to...
Oh, heads up, we are veiling we are going to veil this is for the audience and for the group. I'm going to veil any, in-depth, intimate,
I
physical stuff.
So, yeah.
Just that's, we don't have to get into that. But
black is like the
anything,
standard.
yes, but anything
You're
that...
gonna Witcher it.
Yeah. But anything that regards to, if you're trying to get one over on her or something of that nature,
I just don't want to die. That's
right.
all.
No, fair enough.
No.
Who wants to die in this position?
Hold on.
She's a succubus.
No.
Well, in any case, what I'm going to do is I'll actually, take the dagger off, put it on, the table or whatever.
She watches you do that.
And then go over and do as she asks, close my eyes. But, the other senses, I could be shanked at any moment. Senses are on.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Veiling this scene, and you are not killed or hurt, or
Tax
you are
opportunity.
No, you're not killed, hurt, damaged in any way.
That she moves away out of your reach under her own volition at any point during any of this.
There's. I mean, I mean, if you want, nothing insidious happens.
Okay, all right.
Just
You don't suffer a sneak attack.
you
with ND6.
do see a side of her that you weren't expecting, which is not the scared damsel.
Yeah.
Thank you. Not the scared damsel side that you've been seeing.
So I will make sure to make known to her that, like, I understand why she puts on the veil, like, puts on the mask, but, like, that's the side of her she should be showing people.
Okay.
I'm from the city.
So am I.
So that's happening. Back to you guys. The mayor, the revenant of the mayor.
The Revenant of the Mayor. That's awesome.
Right.
I want a band called the Revenant of the Mayor.
Oh my god, that'd be a good band name. He lights one of the wall sconces in here. It doesn't turn blue, but you can see that less like an armory and more like a room to display stuff. Like a mini one-room arms museum. But this is what passes for an armory for bougie rich people.
Sure.
Right. He begins to take another key on his ring set and unlocks these display cases on these various lecterns and opens them up. And inside there are these weapons that he explains were officer weapons. And he tells you that each weapon in here is silvered, and you can see a space where there used to be a dagger there, and it's the dagger that Dyer has now, you can't infer. But they are all silvered weapons, he says, that were elven make, that were part of his wife's dowry. You can find short swords, long swords, great swords. There's a quarterstaff with silver tips on it if you so want.
I want that one.
The quarterstaff, right. Then mark it down. You have a silvered quarterstaff.
Look at you.
Draven, do you...
This reminds me. So I don't need anything, but since I was knocked unconscious, I actually don't have my weapon because it disappears when I get knocked unconscious. So I'm just gonna recreate that real quick.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Cost me an action later.
All right.
So I have my rapier again.
Fair enough. You each get one choice. That's the number of weapons that are available here. They're not magical, but they count as magical for the purposes of most resistances.
You're silver,
Yes.
right?
Should I probably take one then, or what do you
Yes.
think? Yes.
Well, your weapons are already magical.
Yeah.
Or that. I mean, do you like free money?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because weapons are money, and then silvering costs 100 GP.
So.
So...
Yeah, so I'll just.
You can do
The
it.
rapier
They
was-
silver rapier.
Yeah, you find one. Easy. There's also dual wielding. So
Oh yeah, so if you did like you do 2 scimitars.
Pam, you got your silver quarterstaff, so there you go.
Look at the damage. Look at the gold piece value.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at.
Right? Seriously.
I
Quincy,
wasn't
what do
thinking
you
that far
choose?
ahead.
What is Rita gonna think?
I mean, I've gone through many Ritas. It's not the weapon itself.
Right.
Like, just think about that for a second.
While Quincy's choosing, Simon picks up a silver spear. Sarah looks at her shit, looks at all the shit there, sees a nice maul in the corner, and picks it up. Well, this is no different than just a larger smith's hammer, so I think I can deal with this. She swings it around, breaks a vase on a pedestal. Is like, oh, sorry.
That was 400 years old dwarven. It is fine. You can now have the fragments.
Someone give me a Feren equivalent of IKEA.
Some Luskin-based furniture company.
I'll take a war hammer. I can use it one-handed, and it is versatile.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Nice. Silver warhammer.
Wield 2d4. 2d4.
Obviously, Jasper stays with his Mace of Terror because why the fuck wouldn't he? And he says,
Good. Now we are ready to proceed. Where is your friend?
this is after however long it takes to for that scene to unveil itself. Well, Dyer, meanwhile,
Yeah. So before heading out, I'm going to leave her with the horn. Tell her, stay here. You saw what I did with the spikes in the door. Do that.
Are we?
she looks very satisfied and makes some sort of innuendo.
Are we? Are we sure she's not an epic level rogue?
I mean, I'm hoping. Honestly, if she steals that horn and gets out of here alive, more power to her.
Right. Yeah.
Anything other than us tries to get in the room, you blow that horn.
Don't worry, love. I'll blow them.
Well, hold on. We're moving a little fast here, don't you think? I mean,
Dyer and Bethany kissing in bed. He is gonna be so fucking dead.
Yeah. So already thinking of exit strategies, I leave the room and go join them.
Okay, good.
Do you know which way we went?
I'll figure it out.
Is his stealth good enough?
Roll your stuff.
So that's a 14.
You also you see the skull floating by. It floats from right to left. You're able to hide in time. The floating skull wreathed in flame, blue with blue, dark violet
I'm
eyes.
next to like a suit of armor, just like standing there with like
Yes.
a maul, base.
It floats by, not by you, but down the corridor. It looks in the direction of the hallway you are currently in, and then floats back by the T section. It doesn't see you flipping it off a double cross. Yes, no, it's fine. It goes back around the corner.
So I will go in the direction that I know they said they were going, and just look for something that looks like an armory.
You walk by the door, and all of a sudden you hear the door handle jiggle.
Okay, get beside the door with the knife and just ready.
It opens, and then out walks Jasper, and he turns his head to the right, turns his head to the left, and then
Pat the
sees
shoulder.
you. He's like,
You are very sneaky.
Yeah, well, in the slammer, it's you or them.
I see. Let us continue to the lair of Dreadzilla.
Do you just use knives?
There was another silver dagger in there that you could pick up. He leads you down these dark stairs. They're spiraling along the way.
I'll hold the lantern out.
Every time there's a cackle, he stops during different flashes of light. Sometimes purple, sometimes blue.
Do these halls usually cackle?
No, it is the Dreadzilla. Knucklebones.
And so you get down to the bottom, and the door's flung open to this dungeon. You can see at the bottom of these stairs. And he leans out and he says,
Look, you can see her conjuring and messing with the foul, dark powers of the undead.
My mental images of all of us one at a time, just like looking around, and then the next person's head appears above, and so on.
Yes.
It's
Telephone.
head.
Halfling at the bottom.
Yeah, just like Quincy just standing there.
It's like, what's the big deal?
As you lean in, you can see this array of torture equipment down here in this one room. You can see some tables have been cleared off, and on those tables you can see mortars, pestles, weird, elaborate, ancient-looking glass vials filled with liquid. You can see a rack across the room that has a corpse on it. You can see various weird mechanical bits and bobs that have arcs of lightning dashing from between one or the other that don't look like they belong to the original torture equipment. They seem weird and exotic. And you can see working at the corpse in a tattered white frock made of some sort of fine cloth that has holes in it everywhere, with this long flowing raven dark hair and skin violet as the night. This rather attractive looking woman.
I made a joke earlier. You're not proving me
down
wrong.
here. We must be getting close.
Melisande.
She pulls down a pair of goggles, and one is telescoped out. And she seems to be working with medical instruments on this corpse. She's dealing with the abdomen, and she's pulling intestines and a liver apart, and she's looking in, and she gets a sour look on her face, and she throws the medical scalpel and instruments onto the ground, and in a very huff, she's like, "Ah, damn it! Another one that won't work!" And so she reaches over to this lever and pulls it all the way. The rack rotates over on a pivot, and a trap door opens on one side, and the corpse slides all the way down and into this hole. And then she pushes the lever back, and the rack readjusts itself, and the trap door closes.
Follow the lever, Kronk.
Right?
I have a really bad idea.
The demon bug.
I love that idea.
I have a really, 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 really bad idea.
As you're watching this, under his breath, Jasper says,
She's been trying to find the best corpses for her army. These are unfortunately all townsfolk.
He says as he points to stacked like logs, basically, the corpses of these townspeople stacked like logs of various ages. She goes over to one and basically grabs it by the ankles and throws it over her shoulder and walks back over to the rack. And Dreadzilla, she slams it onto the rack again and starts working on it.
She looks pretty strong.
She-
Under my breath, I say she looks pretty strong.
Under his breath, he replies,
She has supernatural abilities gifted to her by the fiends that power her drive for souls.
and he points, and you can see a leather satchel attached at her waist whenever the white frock flips open. You can see a leather satchel. There's a tattoo on one of the patches. It looks like it would be a tattoo someone would get, not like a brand.
So it looks like it's made of skin.
Yes, looks like it's made of human skin from this distance. You're about, it's a pretty fairly decent sized dungeon. It's like 50 feet, a square room.
And how far away from her?
It's on the opposite end of the hallway, so you're about 50 feet. While this conversation is happening, she pulls one eyelid open and is like, oh, another one! This won't work, will they? And pulls the lever and the rack slides, trapdoor, corpse goes down. She goes to get another one on the stack, and at this point, you notice that there's a sarcophagus, foreign looking, very exotic, that's next to the rack of corpses. She walks by and it sort of rocks back and forth agitatedly, and you hear a slow moan inside, and she raps on it with her knuckles and says, oh, shut up! And grabs another corpse and throws it onto the...
Okay, I have a terrible idea.
I'm all for it. I don't even need to hear it.
You don't need to hear it?
I mean, I want to hear it, but I don't need to.
Okay. I'm going to proceed into the room, attempting to affect a zombie's gait and
He has a disguise kit. You want to, like,
I do have
dirty yourself up?
I'll muck myself up. I'll ask for, this is gonna suck. I'll ask Jasper for a bit of,
Him?
flesh.
He goes straight to his cheek and just pulls off a very large, wide swatch of his own skin.
Yeah, like, both of us, like, look like we're going to lose our lunch.
And as he does this, like, a spider crawls out from his cheek and, like, into his missing eye socket.
Yeah.
I'm basically on the ground covering my mouth, stamping my feet like...
And so, like, rub smell over, like, just stick that just, like, leave it somewhere, splotch it onto the face, and I'm just gonna go in, because I get advantage on performance and deception rolls when trying to imitate something that I've seen for at least a minute.
Which you have seen something.
Wow. Okay.
Actor was the best choice.
Alright. You approach her?
Yes.
The jingle jangle of your armor and the sounds you make.
Yes.
Everyone else, like, hides. You see she's cutting on this corpse. She actually has, like, a bone saw on her. She's messing with the chest. And she hears the jingle jangle and the sawing slows down to the point where it's just stuck in the corpse, and she lets go. And she straightens herself up, adjusts her frock, and turns slowly to you, her one goggle telescoped out. She pushes it back in. She lifts up the goggles, and she looks at you, and then she disappears.
I didn't even get to roll.
What do you do?
I continue to
Okay.
into the room.
She appears directly in front of your face. Out of etherealness.
Oh my god.
Roll me deception.
Oh god. I'm going to use inspiration. I only get to roll one more, right?
Yeah. Only one more.
Yeet.
Use the glittery one that you used before. That's better.
Yes.
That's much
Plus
better.
charisma is 18.
All right.
I need an eraser.
She says, "Oh, interesting." She walks around you. It seems this one seems to been misled. I wonder if it wasn't around my flames whenever I give it orders. I haven't seen this one here before. Huh, oh, wonderful. Well, beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Yes, well, wonderful. In fact, what makes you tick? I wonder, how did you choose to get down here? Maybe something undiscovered. Yes, indeed. Please. She holds up a blue flame in front of your eyes. It's a very faint, like 1% of your brain is telling you to obey the blue flame, but the 99% of your brain that is basically your free will is not affected by it.
Well, what is it? What exactly is it saying?
As you look at the blue flame, she's speaking directly to you. She says, "I need you to go get on the rack for me, please."
I am nodding my head vigorously. Yes.
I think there is potential for this one.
Swear to God, if you do nothing.
Please remove the corpse from the rack for me. It is useless.
Do I see the lever?
You see the lever.
I push it the wrong way first.
No. Well, he's not intelligent, obviously. But I guess that's what happens when brains the left.
As she says that, I'll pull it the other way.
Oh god, yes. Very good. At least he's got some problem-solving skills with probably parts of a brain. As the corpse rack slides back and the trapdoor slides open and the corpse slides down, you can see at the bottom it's like it's a cell of sorts, and munching on a corpse is this huge gigantic bug with like feelers and whatnot. It looks up at you and it goes.
I try to make it look just like a spasm, but I'm just gonna like jerk my body a little bit back so I'm looking towards the dudes. If they're visible at all, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna shake vigorously. No.
I basically just have just peering around the corner. I'm giving a thumbs up.
I like.
Yes, you're feeding my pet. She's not paying attention to this. She's actually working on something on a table.
Great. I'll get on the rack.
Wonderful. You get on the rack. Do you lay down on the rack?
I'll sit. I'll sit like you're sitting on like the doctor asks on the thing. I'll sit on it.
Good. Yes, wonderful. How perfect. Lay down for me. She comes over.
Where is she positioned? Does she have her back to us? Or
She has her back to you.
Okay, then I'm going to try and sneak into the room as this is going.
Roll me stealth.
Please do something soon.
20.
Yeah. She's not paying attention to her as she straps him into the table.
I am strapped.
I follow him.
Okay, roll me stealth.
Ooh, dirty.
All right. Yeah. That's. I see the 19 on the die. Yes. Where do you go specifically?
I'm right behind her.
All right. So, let's say you're able to move half your speed stealthily. So 15 feet.
20.
All right. Yeah. So you're able to get 20 feet into the room. You're now like 30 feet away from her. Draven, you're 15 feet into the room. She straps you in. Very quickly. She's like, okay, now, tell me, do you feel pain? Oh, I guess that's too bad. And she pulls out this contraption, and it's on a stick, and she turns this little mechanism, and there's like little blades that are slicing up and down, and like a drill in the middle.
So dirty.
And
Thank you. Exactly where I was going.
And there's like a bear trap thing, like at the end with jaws chomping, and she's putting it closer to your head, and she's like, okay, now I need you to sing me a little song about pain, if you can.
So at this pace, she's going to end up like hurting him before we get to her.
You are now 10 feet behind her. You are now 20 feet away from her, Draven. And for you, 10 feet behind her, Dyer.
Can I cast Curse on her? Am I able to do that? And if I am...
Will she know?
Yeah,
that's
so
what I was saying.
normally spellcasting, if there's verbal components, she's going to recognize it. Now, your Hexblade Curse, you might be able to do silently.
Pam, what are you doing? Currently, Simon and Sarah are next to you.
Yeah.
And they're looking like, should we fucking do something?
How? I'm gonna have to recast Mage Armor soon, right? Probably
I would say probably now.
Okay, yeah, so I do that.
I would run up the stairs because there's a verbal component and she would hear that. I would run up the stairs.
Okay, so I do that.
Alright, so you run up the stairs.
And do that.
Mage armor.
And Jasper's like,
The time is almost upon. Where are you going?
Jasper is going to also try and stealth into the room.
Where are you going?
So Hexblade's curse does not indicate any components.
Right,
It's just a feature.
All right, so I'm going to go with the assumption that happens silently. So you're able to do that silently, with no. Oh, good. Yes, he is in the room. He's currently hiding underneath a table a little bit, back a little bit, with some potions and shit, powders and vials on it. It very much looks like a mad scientist's dream.
How many straps are on Quincy?
There's 2 big straps, one over the legs, and then one over the arms and torso.
Is that a standard DC 15 strength check to break out?
Something like that.
Okay.
It looks like if you don't do anything, she will be drilling into your brain.
So, while you're in that...
Oh, I'll choose you, baby, don't you cry.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't, I'm going to.
She is on the right side of the table holding an instrument. Quincy can visually see you from his strapped in position approaching.
So like we're
I was trying to get like right behind.
Okay,
Yes.
I cast Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
There are 2 beams, so I'm gonna target one of the beams at her, and another beam like kind of going across the straps like this.
All right. No, I like it. I like it. All right, wait, how are you doing 2 beams?
So
he gets 2 at his level.
Oh,
2 beams at
nice. Very good. All right, so 1 roll to hit Dreadzilla.
So 16.
16, you say. Your Eldritch Blast approaches her. It hits her, but there's shimmering barrier that it breaks against and wraps around her. And she stops drilling.
Oh no.
Your second beam goes off, so roll to hit the straps.
Okay, I'm going to use the lucky one.
So go ahead.
That's fine.
There you go. So a 22. Perfect. Yes. Your beam. Roll for damage just to make sure it's not like a stupid 1 damage or something.
So it's a 2.
All right. Your Eldritch Blast skims along the top of the straps, damaging them.
Mm-hmm.
They're still there. They're still attached. They do look like they're easier to break, though.
Yay!
Dyer, do you do anything?
So as soon as he does that, I'm gonna rush up and try and shove her away.
Okay.
Basically be like, his insurance doesn't cover it!
Perfect.
His insurance doesn't cover it.
He's not under the Affordable Cleric Act anymore.
Okay, so
He doesn't have elf care.
Okay, so I use my inspiration on that. That would be a 21 total
To shove?
to shove. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah, no. She fails.
Okay.
She fails that. You shove her away.
Yeah.
Or is your goal to push her 5 feet away or to prone her?
To prone her.
All right, yeah, you shove her down. The instrument goes scattering across the ground.
I also have 1 more attack, and I'm going to spend a key point for 2 hand-to-hand attacks.
Sure, yes.
Stab, stomp, punch.
Okay.
Advantage because she's prone.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's a 26.
26 will hit.
So that's with the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
This I'm just using my normal dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Yeah, you know what? Wisdom is telling me to use the silver one. That's a 6, and then the stomp and the punch. 24.
Will hit.
7
damage.
and then the punch. Yeah, 25.
She will hit. She is prone.
Yay.
That one is a 9.
Pam, what did you say you were doing?
I cast Mage Armor. By
yeah.
this time, I'm down
You're
steps.
back down steps. So everyone roll initiative.
I have a very silly question.
Yes.
And it's more of like, just from my memory. So the 2 totem things, was that only the thing that Peggy used? Or did all of the hags use that?
You don't know.
Okay. That was never clarified.
That's never that information is never given.
I rolled a 17.
Draven rolled a 17. I rolled a 12 earlier.
I rolled a 6.
Will.
You got your surprise round in. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently you got a hell of a surprise round in.
You rolled a 2. Oh.
Still getting...
So this is funny. Dyer, you rolled a 6. Jasper rolled a 5. Sarah rolled a 4. Simon rolled a 3.
And I rolled a 2!
Please tell me the hag rolled a 1.
We are the losers,
The hag rolled a number that has a 1 in it.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Fuck.
Does it also have a 2 in it?
yes.
Is it 21?
It is not what. Yes, it's not what you rolled.
Wait, literally everybody in the hallway rolled like shit.
Because they were in the hallway. They're away.
I have no excuse.
We do.
I was basically like, afterwards I kind of stood up and like, it worked?
No, I imagine Dyer's just like,
You don't know what I'm capable of.
This is an uncovered procedure!
All right.
the King of Kong ain't got shit on me.
Oh my god. So, you see Dreadzilla Knucklebones on the ground. She looks at you, she smiles, and she disappears from sight.
Oh, that was so cool!
Draven,
How far am I from him?
you're right next to
there,
her.
right?
Yeah, you can run up and cut the straps.
Yeah, I just cut the straps.
Sure, you don't have to make an attack roll.
You're free, Quincy.
Quincy, you're now free. What do you do?
Well, I use 5 feet of movement to get off of the fucking table.
Yes, there.
Oh my god.
Dismount. Okay.
I'll still be like, as I do it.
Performance. Don't break character.
I'll move another 5 feet closer into the room. I'll draw my silver warhammer and the shield, and I don't see her.
You don't.
But do I have a vague idea of where she was?
She was on the ground prone.
Where I'm standing now?
Pretty much, yeah.
And I don't feel like I'm stepping on her.
Yes, that's true.
I'm just gonna stand ready. I'm
Okay.
just gonna stand ready near the boys. I'm
Near
gonna try
the
to be
boys?
adjacent to the boys.
Okay, cool.
Still going,
Yes. Dyer, what do you do?
I'm gonna ready an action so that when she appears again, I'm gonna help Draven.
Yeah.
Okay, Jasper, Sarah, and Simon run into the room, like, weapons brandished, and Jasper's like,
Where is she? The she-witch.
Pam, what do you do?
I run in after them.
Okay,
I have
good.
to.
You're in the middle of the room, everyone, so their group of 4 is in the middle of the room, you guys are next to the operating table.
She's still here, she's just invisible.
I ready told to cast it on Gruntilda Gruntilda 2.0
Got it.
when she appears.
Well, funny enough, she does appear,
Wow.
but she's appeared creepily, devilishly crouched, balanced on the top of the sarcophagus. She says, "Oh, well, you surprised me. Looks like you're not as, looks like you're more lively than I assumed." And she takes a medical scalpel. And she cuts the seals at the top of the sarcophagus.
That's not good. When does the prepared action go?
The prepared action goes as soon as she appears, so you can cast Toll the Dead.
15.
It's
And
a
she
wisdom.
suffered damage.
It's a wisdom, yeah.
It is
right.
wisdom, yes.
Thank you.
She's probably got a pretty high one, depending on what she actually is.
She rolled a 19
Yeah.
plus 2 is 21.
Yeah.
You see the dolorous bells, and she's affected by it, but it just makes her really angry. And so she cuts the seals with the medical scalpel, and she gently nudges the sarcophagus door open, and inside
Great.
looks like a mummy, and the linen wrapped arms raise up. Hope you enjoy my little friend I brought with me from Mulhorond and my journeys there. And so she's there, and now you have a mummy.
Mulhorand
Use
Drive.
fire!
Mulhorand Drive,
They're
yes.
scared of fire!
Well, Arcana, Arcana, to see if
Monster
that's right.
Hunter's Kit.
Yeah, you just got a Monster Hunter's Kit.
15.
15. Yeah, mummies fucking hate fire.
You know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of
What?
the mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they fucking hate fire. Yes, they fucking hate fire.
They hate fire and they hate careers.
Wow.
Wow.
That's so sad because it's true.
I know.
Poor Brendan Fraser.
Poor Brendan. As a bonus action, you see her grip this ancient talisman around her neck. It's shaped like an ankh, which is, yes, exactly what... My talisman!
It
That's
protects me from
exactly... yes, that's exactly the same shape, which worked perfectly here. So, there we go.
No.
Yeah, she grips that, and she seems to be speaking in this ancient Mulhorandi language that you don't understand. So that was her turn. Draven, what do you do?
I cast Blink. Yeah, but it's at the end of the turn, so it wouldn't do it now, but that's my action. How close am I to the lever?
The lever is on the other side of the table next to Quincy. It would take like
That's
15
next-
feet of movement to get
that's
there.
Do some parkour mantling there.
Can I run to a space that's 10 feet away from the witch?
Yes.
From that sarcophagus? And I'm still close to the mummy as well, right?
Yes. You're 10 feet away from the mummy and the hag. So what did you roll?
10, so I didn't get it.
Quincy, what do you do?
I run up to the mummy.
Uh-huh.
and I swing with Samantha.
Samantha is your flail, or
It's whatever I'm swinging, which in this case is the Silver Warhammer.
perfect. All right, cool.
17.
17 will hit the mummy.
Okay.
One hundo.
Well, that's wimpy. 3 plus 2 is 5. Oh, I have extra attack, so I do that again. That is a natural 20.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit. Of course.
So you roll 2d8 and 2d4s.
That's true. 4 plus 4 plus 14,
really bad.
16.
Thank you.
And I'm posting right there, and each time I, swing, it's like.
Oh my god. The mummy, you have its attention. It stares at you, and you see ancient golden glow in its eyes. Yes, yeah. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Why do I like this? Nope.
Oh my god.
Nope.
What's the total?
6.
No!
Does anyone have inspiration they can give?
Oh!
I have
I'll
inspiration.
give you mine.
Is this a saving throw against fright?
This is a saving throw against being frightened.
I would have advantage.
Ah! Then roll again.
12.
Alright, good. You...
Better.
Congratulations! You are neither frightened nor paralyzed. You see a rotten fist come flying towards your body.
That I can deal with more normally.
It rolled a 1.
Stop hitting yourself! Stop hitting!
Alright, so the mummy fucked up. Dyer, what do you do?
The hag is by the mummy, is by Quincy.
Hag's like above.
She's like sitting on top of a 7-foot sarcophagus.
Is it stone?
It looks like stone, yeah.
Is the mummy in front of the sarcophagus?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run up and grab the sarcophagus and push it over onto the mummy.
Knock them. But
yeah.
Alright, you're gonna have to make me a strength check, my dude. And they gotta make dexterity saves.
Quincy, heads up!
Try to end up next to me.
Never mind! If it's athletics, then that's an 11. Otherwise, no.
No, that's not it. This thing weighs a fuck ton.
What have you been eating?
Watch out!
I've been on the paleo diet.
Oh my god, no. Hasten, you lost 15 pounds.
You know what? I mean, all things considered, I like you.
Maybe you can have my next experiment.
I will spend a key point to dodge.
Dodge. Okay, cool. Next up is Jasper. Jasper's going to run forward, see the mummy, lift up his macy mace, and one of the skull's lights die out. Its jaw drops, and this blood-curdling scream of 1,000 voices emits from the one skull. He chooses to have it only affect, obviously, the night hag and the mummy.
My man!
The mummy seems absolutely unaffected by this, but the night hag does have to make a roll. And she finds it to be sweet, sweet music, as she rolled a 19, plus her 2 is 21. And Jasper looks at his mace, and he seems very sad.
Aww.
So Sarah runs up, goes to the mummy, tries to swing at it. She does not hit the mummy. She swings, and it goes crashing into the stone floor. Doesn't chip it, by the way. Very lucky there.
Yay.
Simon runs up with his silvered spear. Ooh, it misses horribly. Pam, what do you do?
Fucking ice knife.
No. I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Ooh,
Just and I want to direct it towards the mummy.
All right, so it's...
Dex saving throw.
Oof, well, it's bad at those. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought. It rolled a 16, minus 1 is 15.
That's exactly what mine is. 15.
But it is right next to it. It takes half damage, though. So
Yes,
roll
it
your
does. 5.
5. Okay, so it takes 3 fire damage, but you see it's doing more damage than it would have, so it actually takes 6 fire damage.
Whoa!
Good job. The night hag goes. You see the night hag reach into her coat pocket and pull out a stone, and then she poof, disappears again, and she cackles as she does so.
Great.
Man, I wish I could do that.
Question: the stone is different than the talisman.
The stone looks different than the talisman, yeah.
The talisman.
It's my talisman.
Draven, your go.
Talisman. talisman.
Conspiracy here, never seek it out.
Does whatever a talis can.
You're 10 feet from the mummy. You do have a bunch of people in the way.
So you can't get through them, right?
Yeah. You can't move through. You can move through their space if there was a space on the other side, but there isn't.
We're up against a wall. Everybody's up against the wall. That's good. So we got her cornered. Well, we got the mummy cornered.
She was, but
You know where she is?
You feel a cold. Dyer, Draven. You feel a cold chill
Oh no.
running up your spine.
You got chills and multiply.
I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm now next to the flaming spear.
Hot. It is rather warm. What do you do?
So I still feel the cold shiver now that I'm warm. Like, am I going through like hot and cold flashes?
You felt the cold shiver before you moved.
Is he flanking? Who's the thing engaged with?
The thing is engaged with Quincy at the moment. So yes, he is flanking.
So I attack him with my rapier.
Roll at advantage.
2, 16 plus like all my BS is like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you hit the mummy. Oof.
That would be a 5, but then I also get another attack, right? So do I also get advantage on that?
Yes. That will hit the mummy.
16. Okay.
That will hit the mummy.
It hits.
Yeah.
So for an extra 10.
Nice. Extra 10. Very nice.
I will move 5 feet back away from
Does that trigger an opportunity attack?
Well,
It will trigger an opportunity attack from the mummy, though. The
so
mummy.
it's either take an opportunity attack or chance
Fire
it with, you know what, I'll chance it with,
Well,
You're
I'll chance
guaranteed damage with the fire.
you're going
so
to
if you
take
step back,
Well, so what happens first? The blink or the thing?
the opportunity attack.
Well,
if I don't...
if he stays there.
So you have a 50% chance of not taking damage if you stay there, or you have a chance of it rolling against your armor class.
So it depends. If you roll for blink now, you miss your chance to back up.
Okay, yeah, I won't back up then.
You won't back up. So you're going to roll for blink. So roll for blink.
Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
No.
You have inspiration. You can use it. It'll avoid damage.
If it works. Alright, let's go for it.
There you go. You blink out of existence. As you blink into the ethereal plane,
That's what I was hoping.
Draven,
It's on now.
you can see the hag moving this way towards the door.
What the fuck?
She's on the ethereal.
And you can see her, and she sees you, and sees that you see her. And you hear a cackle echoing, and you say, well, I guess you found my little surprise.
That's like...
Well, okay, hold up.
dashed.
Well, yeah, first thing is that I can't see anything past 60 feet while I'm in the plane, right?
Oh, yeah, but you can see her...
50-foot room.
Yeah, but you can see
Okay.
her on the, outskirts of
Yeah, you
this.
can only affect and be affected by other creatures on the ethereal plane.
So you can attack her and she can attack you.
Quincy, what do you do?
Shoving the guy into the thing isn't gonna do as much as just hitting him twice, so I'm gonna hit him twice.
There you go, hit him twice. Oh, and Draven, you don't take fire damage because you're on the ethereal plane, and woo!
What does the ethereal plane look like?
It's an exact copy of the material plane, but it looks ghostly. And you can like pass through some objects and people mostly.
It's the upside down.
Yeah, essentially, it's like the upside down. Very much like the upside down. There is a true, real upside down. The shadow realm, the shadow plane. Yeah.
It's Chalk Zone.
Try to find Bev.
Chalk zone. Oh God, Chalk zone.
Yeah.
Yo, Chalk Zone! Holy shit! Rudy's got the chalk!
Gonna swing with Heather.
Heather.
No, gonna use extra attack and swing with Heather again. 14.
14 will hit.
Okay.
The first one was for dramatic effect.
Right.
It's like I'm still trying to look like a...
Yeah. And I mean, clearly it couldn't make you afraid, so clearly you're undead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
7 plus 2 is 9.
The mummy is still up. It is starting to unravel, and you can see the mummified, preserved, its leathery skin underneath, animating. Quincy, is that all you do?
Yeah, I'm parking right here.
Right. Mummy goes.
Yeah.
Mummy turns its head to you, Dyer, and you can see the golden glow in its eyes. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is that you?
19.
19. We'll pass. You're able to fight off the fear.
See, you do that in one go.
Actually, sorry, 20.
Yeah, you're fine. It will.
Actually, I have wisdom on this. Oh, so no, actually 19. Never mind.
It will take a rotting fist and swing it in your direction.
I use my reaction to force
I'm still
disadvantage.
dodging.
Ooh.
Wait. Does that already force disadvantage?
It's a disadvantage on attack rolls. With its bonuses, it might hit if it rolls.
Your AC 16. On a second roll, it won't hit you. So the rotting fists, you are able to dodge out of the way. Very good, very good. No, I went, aw, he's sad. I love mummies.
I don't want to rot.
Right, I know.
I don't want to rot.
Oh, I don't want to rot. Rot. Dyer, go.
Wait. Does it end its turn there?
It does end its turn there, and that means that the fire stuff. Nope. 2d6.
2d6.
Roll damage.
3.
So another 6. The mummy is starting. You see the linen start to catch fire, and it doesn't look happy about it. Dyer, it's your go.
I kind of want to grab onto the sarcophagus, kind of swing up and try and hook my legs around its back and push it this way towards Quincy.
What?
Basically, I want to try and knock it prone. I'm trying to knock it onto the table, but I don't think I can get it that far.
Okay.
But I'm going to try anyway.
Grapple check. Yeah.
Grapple check.
Or shove. Yeah. Either way.
It's probably. I imagine this thing's really strong. 18.
Oof. 18.
Mm-hmm.
It fails by 1.
So basically, what I'm trying to do is kick it so that it falls on the table. But again, I think I can only knock it 5 feet.
Yeah. You can only shove it 5 feet, or prone it.
So I'll prone it.
All right. So you prone it. It's now on the ground, laying down, having a bad time all around.
Aww.
Jump on it.
Jump on it.
So spending that.
Then flown it.
So fall on it first. Dagger to the back. 22. That is a 9.
Woo.
And then grab its head and slam it into the floor twice.
Wow.
That's a natural 20.
Oh yeah. There you go.
If only you were a brute.
I know. That's 5. So 13.
So all right.
Oh, and that next one's gonna miss.
Good. You punched the mummy out of existence, and you basically beat its mummified face in, and it's the wraps. It just stops animating.
It's dead.
It's dead.
Okay, so I do not stop until it falls to dust.
Yeah, it falls to dust.
Its head into the floor.
It falls to dust. Very good job.
Yeah, I'm by the sphere right now, aren't I?
Yeah,
because I'm
no,
basically
no.
on top of it.
Oh yeah. Oh
So,
yeah.
ow.
Watch out, it's hot.
Actually, I am going to move.
Jasper is gonna search over here and swing his mace every once in a while and yell invectives at the hag, which he cannot see. Sarah is going to back away from the flaming sphere because fuck that. Simon is going to turn around and be here, looking back to the operating table. Pam, what do you do?
Can I call the sphere back to me?
You can call the sphere back to you.
Yeah, and not make it disappear, but just closer to me.
Closer to you. I wouldn't put it next to you though, because
Where
it
are
can
you
affect
currently?
you.
Here?
But, yeah.
Yeah, right there's fine. Okay. So I'm bouncing it.
All right, the night hag pops back into existence, and she snaps her fingers. Well done! You've settled the score with my roommate, as it were. But I have a third roommate that you must deal with. As the flaming skull floats down the stairs.
She looks fine.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what?
So that's what she does. She lets go of the talisman, and she puts the stone that she was holding back into her coat pocket.
I want that stone.
Yes. Next up is Draven. What do you do?
So I come back into existence 10 feet. I'll go over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast on her.
On her? Okay, cool. Roll to attack.
Both of the things?
What is it again?
It's a flaming
It's
skull.
a flaming skull floating in the
flaming
air,
skull.
wreathed in blue flame.
Never attack the pet. Always attack the pet master.
It's Nicholas Cage.
Yeah, we'll see how far that rolls. So yeah, I'm going for her.
Okay, for her. 16?
Yeah.
And that's at her?
Mhm.
The same shimmering barrier seems to block your attack.
And then do I roll again for the second hit? Or?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
And this is also against her?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a 19.
19 will hit. It shatters this weird barrier she has and passes through and hits her.
I actually imagine this like Link in the original Legend of Zelda.
That is a 9. Oh yeah, my hexblade curse. I don't know if
it's
that does
for all
anything.
damage rolls you make.
My proficiency for damage
So
boost.
+3.
So +3. Good hit. Quincy, what do you do?
She is so far away.
She is very far away.
They're both so far away.
Yes, very far away.
So it was also the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, roll your thing.
Oh yeah, you can roll your blink.
I mean, you can also move more if you want.
Mm-hmm.
But no, you
I'll
didn't.
stay where I am. I just rolled for that, and I didn't get it.
Alright.
Don't blink. Got it.
I don't stare intently.
Right. It's a
I'm gonna
fancy.
run 25 feet, which is my entire movement, and form rank with Pam.
Mm-hmm.
And
Stay cool, honey bunny. That's a fast-moving zombie.
Very good.
there's gonna be like I'm gonna slam the shield with the hammer. Oh, clunk, clunk, clunk. Listen, you get dirty, you do whatever needs to be done. I still smell.
So the flame skull looks over at the hag. The hag points at all of you.
What are you looking at me for?
You see the violet flame pupils in the flame skull's skull roll, eye rolling a little bit, and it looks at both you, Quincy, and you, Pam, and these little two embers burn in its eyes, and two fire rays shoot at both of you. So these are roll to hits. These are not dodges.
I'm gonna use my reaction to force.
Disadvantage.
I believe I can do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe you can. If you haven't used your reaction this turn, yes. Ooh, very nice. What's your AC with mage armor?
It's 10.
So it's 13 right now with major.
Yes.
Quincy's shield bats it out of the way. Bats the fire ray out of the way. Yes. The other fire ray, however,
Yeah.
does come swinging towards you. You still get the benefit of your shield. It's not like
Yeah.
that goes away. Hoo-yah-ha. Yeah, no, that's not going to hit. You're able to, boom, bring it back down just in time.
It's like-
or do a pirouette to dodge. It's your choice.
It's like, the metal's heating up.
It's just like,
You're angling at the ceiling.
You see little blue violet eyebrows appear above the violet pupils, and one of the flaming eyebrows raises up as like a huh? Like, oh.
I'll zombie wink at it.
All of a sudden, it has hearts in its eyes.
Right? Flaming violet hearts.
Flaming Violet Hearts is going to be the title of this
Jesus Christ.
episode.
Hell yeah.
Dyer, it is your turn.
I am really far away.
You are very far away.
You said we can move through allies?
Yeah, move through allied space.
Okay. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You got one more,
8.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
8.
And as I'm running, I'm going to be pulling out the other silver dagger, kind of whip it at the night hag.
Oh, yeah, sure. Roll a hit.
That will be a 20-something, 23.
23 will hit.
And I get the extra d4 on this because I'm going to spend a bonus action to somehow make the dagger do extra damage in flight.
Added gumption.
I kiss it before I throw it.
There you go.
I do the Danny Glover lethal weapon, like crick of the neck.
Yes.
Oh shit!
What was it though?
I don't know.
Jumanji rule!
Jumanji roll.
It's a 6!
Is it a 6?
It is!
Okay.
Jumanji rule!
So that's a 15.
That's a what?
A 15.
It's a
Nice, 15 damage. I love you guys.
And then basically I come skidding to a halt, realize like I'm now within like 10 feet of her, and regret everything about my life up until this point.
Whoop. Yep. Nope. It's gonna be
No,
bad.
you had a good go, and now you're here.
Oh wait, I have extra attack. So then if I dash, I can attack her. Yeah, so that's what I'll do. I'll run up to her. So 17?
17 will...
Actually 18.
18. You see your dagger break through her little barrier.
10.
Cool.
Cut straight up her midsection.
Jasper, Sarah, and Simon. Up next is Jasper. Jasper runs up, lifts his mace high in the air, and tries to bring it down onto the night hag. Whew, Jasper will hit. 1d6, he does a full 6 damage to it. Hits her, really wallops her. Sarah can't get quite there, and neither can Simon, but they seem gun-ho. Pam, what do you do?
So I still have the flaming sphere. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead.
Hold the dead on...
On the hag.
Do it.
And then am I close enough How far away am I?
From her,
No, from the head, the skull.
the skull,
It's like
25 feet.
Great. Okay, good. Yeah, because I can move. I want to ram my fireball into.
Oh, yeah.
And as I throw the fireball, I want to be like, "This is my fireball."
The fireball. All right.
Yours for shit.
Oh, she fails. Roll damage.
8.
Nice.
I move the ball right to the head.
So you ram it into the head.
Yes.
You just curveball it. It passes the dex as it comes next to the fire. It doesn't even seem to be afraid of it, even as it hits it. In fact, some of it sucks off some of the fire from your flaming sphere, which quickly regains its fire. It's not taking away power from your flaming sphere, but it doesn't seem like the fire damage is doing
If I've said
anything.
anything. Okay.
Yeah. But now you know.
Okay.
It's good.
So it doesn't take half damage.
Doesn't take half damage.
Okay. Can I stop flaming sphere at any time?
You can break concentration of flaming sphere at any point.
I'm gonna do that now.
Alright, yeah, sure. Night Hag goes. Night Hag magic missiles dire.
Okay.
You take 11 points of force damage.
Ow!
Yeah, right in front of you. And she's like, well, you seem to be very quick, but you're not quick enough for this.
How much was it?
It was 11 points of force damage.
Ah, hey, that's cheating. I respect it.
Well, you know what they say about science. Insanity is doing the same experiment twice, but expecting different results.
I have no idea what that means.
You understand what hurt means?
Yes, that I understand.
Good.
Ow.
Draven, you're up.
I will cast Eldritch Blast on her again.
Ooh, yes, do so.
Alright. No, that does not hit.
Oh no.
So then the second one is natural 20.
Natural 20, yes, there you go. Roll the damage on that. Mm-hmm.
Roll it twice.
5.
8.
8. So 8.
And then I'll use my movement to run pretty much directly like west, like so that way like I'm kind of like facing Dyer and is that you, Quincy?
No, that's probably
Jerome guy. And my turn.
Oh yeah, you're blinking.
And
Blink
I
out of
am
existence. Into the ethereal plane. Quincy, what do you do?
How does she look?
She looks like she's about halfway down.
We're gonna just go with Galinda.
Linda.
Swing. Nope. Extra attack.
Winona.
19.
19 will hit.
Okay. 8. No, I'm just gonna hold it. I'm there, and I did the thing, and I'm next to you in case something else happens. But we know she knows magic missiles, so I can't do anything about that.
Right. The flame skull floats. Opportunity attack from Jasper. Ooh, yeah, he hits with his Mace of Terror. 6 damage. 8. Moves here. Pam, it looks at you.
Aye.
It casts magic missile on you.
Oh, great.
You take 10 force damage, which gets to your abjuration shield. So 14. So you have 4 left. Dyer, sure go.
Is the dagger that I threw at her still like embedded in her?
Yes.
Okay, I want to.
Pull that shit out!
Yeah, I want to grab it and just like rip.
There you go. All right, make an attack.
No, 9. Actually, it's the dagger 10.
10. You reach for the dagger, and she's like, "No, it's my dagger now."
With the dagger I have, I'll go to gutter.
All right, go ahead.
That will be a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And I'll pop my last point to add insult to injury for extra attacks. So
Flurry?
yeah. So that one is a 9. So like stab her and then like grab her shoulder, just headbutt her.
Oh, there you go.
That one is only 16.
No. You actually headbutt up against the shimmering.
Pull the dagger out and elbow her in the ribs.
Okay.
Nope. That one is another 10.
You can't elbow her in the. You can point your dagger out, but
Yeah.
can't elbow her in the ribs. You're still missing a dagger,
That's fine.
but you know.
That's fine. I don't dual wield.
Right. Jasper throws down another mace blow. He will hit this time, and 5 damage to her.
She's still engaged with Dyer?
She is still engaged with Dyer. Yes.
Oh, I have movement, right?
Yeah.
I basically I slide under the mace, the swing.
Right. No, Sarah goes. She finally has a space to get in there. Ooh, nope, misses. Simon goes. He can't hit for shit either. They both ineffectively bounce off against the shielding. That means Pam, it is your go. Right.
We're just gonna do Toll the Dead again.
Toll the Dead on who?
The
that thing.
The
Deflated Nicolas Cage.
I love it. All right, so it's got to make that wisdom save.
Nicholas Ribcage.
Ooh, it sucked on that. That's a nat 1. Roll me them 2d12, I'm going to say.
Nice.
17. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to use my quarterstaff and like, like knock it out of the park.
You can if you want to. Night Hag reaches in her coat pocket, and you see her hand reach in her coat pocket and disappears.
I should have.
We gotta get that stone.
We knew it was coming.
Draven, this is what you see.
Good.
You see her float above everyone, fly and tumble across, and she sees you and she waves, and she goes and she sits down on top of the operating table.
No. 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 No.
And that is her turn. And she also winks at you as she floats by. Draven, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, you pop out, I believe. So technically, you do lose sight of her, but you can. I mean, she seemed to sort of like come down to a rest on the operating table.
So, question: where is the lever?
On the right side of the operating table.
So I will cast Eldritch Blast on the skull.
On the skull. All right, cool. Roll to attack.
13 plus what was my thing again?
6, so 19. You hit.
5. Alright, and then the second attack. So close. I mean, it's an 18, but.
Yeah, you hit. Cool. 10. Nice.
0.
15.
Nothing.
The blast of the force of your Eldritch Blast makes the skull's flames flicker out for each hit it does. And then they slowly come back.
Okay, and then I will use my movement now to run in front of Pam, kind of 10 feet in front of her.
Okay.
And then I end my turn. Do I disappear?
No.
Nope.
Do you let any of us know where she is?
Yeah, that'd be smart, right? Hey guys, she's on the table.
Last I saw.
Right?
The skull tilts its skull in the middle air and is like, and like gives you like a knowing like nod, like, this guy's pretty smart.
I gotta say it with it.
Guys, she's on the table.
Quincy, what do you do?
Fucking. I move through Sarah because I'm small. Because she's an ally, but because I'm small, I move 25 feet because this is apparently 25 feet.
Yes, that's 25 feet.
And it's in like the air.
Yes, it's in the air. You have to do a little hop.
And with
So dedicated to this performance.
I haven't had a reason to break it yet. So
Very true.
see, this is the problem with a changing name weapon. You have to have a name every time you swing it.
Yes.
Atalanta. It's sort of like an upward little like golf swing.
Yes.
You're saying
Yes.
Yes. Roll to hit. Cool.
16.
Will hit. Roll to do damage.
Okay.
Roll to hurt it.
I roll to hurt it. Is it hurt? 9.
9. Very nice.
Because a D4 can't roll a 7, so that's a 1.
There you go.
And then I do again.
Go, of course.
Extra attack. 15.
15 will hit.
8.
Yeah. You hit it. It is still up.
Yeah, because I was hitting it up.
Man. Is your turn over?
Action. 24.
Fuck yeah.
Yikes. 12.
12 will knock the flaming skull up into the ceiling, and it cracks against the ceiling.
So it's just.
And yes, and the flame skull breaks, and bones shatter and fall onto your head.
Somewhere you see like a combo counter.
Dyer, what do you do?
I'm gonna ready in action. so that if she appears, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ready an action I'm going to move.
And ready in action 2?
Action 2. If she appears, I'm going to pull the lever.
Let me see. Jasper will basically go fuck off this way, looking for her, yelling more invectives. Sarah will now, yelling invectives, fuck off that way, closer to the middle of the room, and Simon will skirt along the wall with his spear out, mumbling invectives. So you have invective mumblers, yellers, and speakers
We have our
searching
own,
the room.
We have
And the
our
whole
own-
time I'm like, did you not hear Draven?
Yes.
You didn't hear? Okay. All right.
Pam, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast the meteors.
What?
Oh, Mel's minute meteors.
What?
Very
What?
nice.
So there's 6 of them that comes into my space, and I'm not gonna throw them anywhere.
Of course, they're
They're
just...
gonna surround me.
Gotcha.
If I Misty Step, can I see where she is?
Yeah, Misty Step is an ethereal plane sort of thing. Where do you exactly Misty Step to? Just so we can move your character.
I will flank you then.
Okay, very good.
Where is she?
When you pop into Miss, you see that she is still here,
On the table.
and she winks at you
Hi.
when you Misty Step. And she actually does a little golf clap as she sees that more of you are now figuring this out.
So before I pop back into this thing, plane,
Double flip
just flip her off.
Very, very good. Very good.
Bitch!
She seems very mad.
Yeah, that. Adam, instead I do this. Just like kiss. This is like the most baller Pam has ever felt in her
Very
fucking life.
Very good. Very good.
Guaranteed, I'm gonna blow your mind. Mwah.
This is what it feels like to be a popular kid. I did it, Ma.
Alright, so, Night Hag's turn. She pops into existence leaning, like, at the very foot of the table, her head cracked upside down.
Oh, God.
In a weird spider crawl position. She looks directly in your face and she says,
Yank.
"Ooh." Oh, you yank her?
No, I readied an action to yank,
Yank? Alright.
the lever.
Alright.
Amazing.
Okay.
Pull the lever!
The lever goes, the thing pulls
I
back.
don't know if she's flying, so.
Right, the thing pulls back, and she goes into the trap door. The trap door shuts. The operating table resets itself.
Did you see what she did with her head?
It's pretty freaky.
Oh,
Draven, what do you do?
Are we still in
Yeah,
initiative?
he does
You're
the
still in
lever.
initiative. Well, I mean, you can be technically out of initiative, I guess. Do you guys do anything?
I mean, if anyone wants to go down there, I'll gladly open it up.
I mean, if we're out of initiative, I'll walk over after giving the bits of skull just one last little,
Yes, yes.
and just listen at the trapdoor for literally anything.
They're skittering. Make me a perception check.
That's a thing I can do.
You want to blast your meteors down there?
Yikes.
I can only do 2, but yeah. I could send flaming
Why do I
snake
roll
down there.
poorly on the things that I'm good at? 7.
Skittering.
Is the skull like that?
Yeah, the skull's dead. Dyer, what do you do?
If somebody wants to like blast something down there, I'll yank the thing again.
I could send 2
Do
meters.
you open it?
Yeah.
Alright, you open it. When you open it, you can all see now the Night Hag is down there mounted on top of her carrion crawler.
I cast
laugh.
create.
Yeah, she has affixed a little saddle to it and has reins and everything.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty.
like. I really like her.
Is it like
Respect.
a room or?
Yeah.
It's like a you see a bunch of corpses down there, bones and such. It's like a refuse room now. It used to be a cell.
Do you say that out loud, Dyer? Do you say that out
That I
loud?
like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dyer, haven't you had enough bed rest today?
Not nearly enough.
Jasper doesn't see any of this, but he runs over to inspect all of this. So does Sarah, and
I wish I weren't right there.
Question. Is there a pie making factory?
Unfortunately not. No pies were
No furnace?
no pies were harmed in the making of this episode.
No furnace?
No pies were made. No furnace. No. It's just a
Is
set.
this pie?
Is there anything you used to jam the mechanism? Ooh, that device she had.
Pam, it is your go. You can melt meteors down there without hitting anyone.
Why not?
All right, you send 2 her way. What does she have to? Is it a roll to hit on the meteors, or does she have to make a save?
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay. Both her and the carrion crawler fail. So roll your damage. So I'm gonna roll for the second meteor to see if they fail that one, because technically you sent 2 out.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah. They fail that one as well.
Okay.
So it's
I rolled-
46.
It's a 5 and a 3 and a 5 and a 2.
All right, 15.
I just go, yeah.
No, a bunch of explosions down there. The corpses now seem to be singed. They're not burning but it's fucking. Actually, when they explode, a few body parts fly out of the trap hole. Whoa! Yeah. Yeah, you knock the night hag off of the carrion crawler, and she lays there motionless in the pit. She's not moving.
I don't have any moves left.
In fact, the carrion crawler turns around and starts munching on the night hag as she seems super dead.
Wait, but we want her stuff. We want her stuff.
I want the stone.
We gotta kill the carrion crawler.
Well, I mean, you can just nuke the carrion crawler from orbit.
Wait, no, I want another pet.
Can you animal handle a carrion crawler?
After hitting it, it seems hostile now.
I have proficiency in animal handling, actually.
Oh my god.
I want her stone, but is she dead?
She's not moving, and the carrion crawler is now
That's not an
eating her
answer.
foot. Yes, she's dead.
Oh, she is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You killed her.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I thought you were being facetious.
No! No, she is dead. She is
I'm like, is she dead? And you're like, she's not moving.
She has
The thing that eats dead things is eating her.
I don't know. They may be in cahoots with each other.
Just go in the choir invisible.
Yes, she's going the choir invisible.